Let's try doing the exact same type of conversion, but this time with a compound. Okay, so if you know that wonderful, beautiful, awful smell of garlic, that's that odor that you're used to smelling that you point out so distinctively is actually caused by the compound allyl sulfide, which has the formula C3H52S. All right, so it's nice and smelly. Cool fact about it, but let's just say that we know the number of moles of allyl sulfide we have, and we want to find the mass. Okay, so here I'm going from moles to mass, which means that I definitely want my molar mass. However, this is a compound, so in order to get the molar mass, I can't just look at the periodic table and write down a number like I was before. Instead, I have to actually calculate it. So let's go ahead and calculate the molar mass of this compound. So I've got carbon, hydrogen, and sulfur. And if I look on the periodic table, I can get the molar mass of each of these elements. Okay, carbon, remember, is 12.01 grams per mole. Hydrogen is 1.01 grams per mole. And sulfur is 32.07 grams per mole. Okay. Go ahead and write those units in. And remember, when we're calculating the molar mass of a compound, we take the molar mass of each element and multiply it by their relative abundance in that compound, or their percentage in there. All right, so in this compound here, I've got 2 times 3, so 6 carbons, 2 times 5, so 10 hydrogens, and 1 sulfur. So go ahead and multiply each element's molar mass by their numbers. This is going to be 10.10. Let's go ahead and use a calculator. So 12.01 times 6, so 72.06. And then add them up. So the molar mass of allyl sulfide is 114.23 grams per mole. And so that's just our molar mass, meaning if I've got 1 mole of allyl sulfide, that means that it weighs 114.23 grams. Oh. Okay. And if I've got 114.23 grams of allyl sulfide, I'm just going to use that arrow there for that. C3H52S, then that means that there's 1 mole of C3H52S. Okay. So now we can actually do the problem. So we're going from moles to mass, so I know that I've got 2.5 moles of allyl sulfide, so C3H52S, and I want to get into grams, or mass. So I'm going to figure out which of these 2 conversion factors is it better for me to multiply or divide by molar mass. Here I see that I've got moles in my denominator. So my molar mass is going to be on top. So 114.23 grams of allyl sulfide, C3H52S. All right, so my moles cancel, and I'm left in grams of allyl sulfide. So let's do the math. So I've got 2.5 times 114.23. So if I have 2.5 moles of allyl sulfide, it should have a mass of 285.58 grams. It's a lot bigger, but we're dealing with a compound now, so